Sometimes things that have been created, we just do not know about it. We're ignorant about it. So have an open mind, fasten your seatbelt, and here we go. LifeWave does not diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, but once you put it on your body, you will see how amazing things happen almost instantaneously, especially if you have pain. So consider yourself blessed when you start using this. Okay, let's watch our first video here. We got voice? Voice, Brother Tito?
No voice.
You listen to the video, right?
There's no voice.
No voice.
No voice? Oh, I forgot to share that part, right? It's okay. Let's forget this then. Yeah, I forgot the sharing part. Okay. All right, let's talk about our first product, which is the energy enhancer. This is so great. I use it the very first day when I joined LifeWave. Chuck Michael, my sponsor, didn't place it in the right spot. Supposed to be stomach 36. I think he played on stomach 38 and stomach 40, approximately around that area, around 1 or 2 o'clock, our lunchtime. I play badminton around 8 o'clock at night. That thing already started working. I broke my $250 racket on overhead jump smash, and I was able to play more than 2 games. I was playing 8 games. I won all 8, including 2 singles at the last games. I was so amazed. I went home and I said, like, wow, what is this? This is so amazing. And counting my blessings, apparently that is how I start LifeWave. It will enhance your athletic performance, increase your stamina, give your energy and focus, and burn your fat. Okay, and I love this product so much because, you know, when I went to the gym, I do my elliptical, the machine read around 407 to 410 calories are burned every 30 minutes and 5 minutes cooling down. And when I use the Superman protocol, that means 2 more energy enhancer on my body, I might burn 600 calories, although it was not in the digital reading. It will convert fats into energy. The second product that David Smith, our CEO and inventor, created was Silent Night. This will help you to sleep so deep, hit the delta state, and also will activate and produce more melatonin in your body. When Brother Rick and I went and traveled the world, we always use this all over our head. We do our brain protocol when we sleep. Everybody was looking at us, and people was curious, like, are these 2 people okay or not? But we are so blessed. Actually, we are more than okay because sleep's so good. And, you know, during our travel, by the time we reached Indonesia, Brother Aloysius picked us up and we start our leadership training. It's been a blessing. Third product is LifeWave. These are the first 3 products that I start my journey with LifeWave. It will relieve any kind of pain in the body, any kind and wherever it is in the body. It's been proven. It will reduce your pain or eliminate your pain. And we are so blessed that this technology works, and it has been proven. And we can prove it with even with the thermograph camera before and after. Any kind of pain, right? Glutathione. Now is the time we're going to use glutathione because of the situation. We are in a situation where, what do you call this? COVID-19, everybody got sick. I was so excited that Brother Rick and we did a Zoominar to our group of doctors in Canada. And this doctor was like swearing by it because he was the only one that do not get COVID, although they have so many patients. But many other doctors who are not using our technology got COVID, right? And I mean, to listen it from the doctor and then he agreed with my theory, it gave me, well, peace of mind, number one. And another one is like, wow, the theory that we've been talking about actually does happen, and it is so true. Another thing that I want to share with you was on Christmas Day, we had a Christmas party, right? We invite only a certain few who are using the patches. But unfortunately, because I'm eager to sponsor a lot of people, I invited 3 people who are new. And the way I invite is because they were young and they look healthy. And out of three, I signed up two people. And one of the guy that always so afraid, even at the party, was wearing my mask. I hugged him. I took picture with him. And then a few days after the party, he got COVID. And I was like, how? I hope you didn't get in my party because everybody was healthy in my party. But apparently he got it through his wife who works, I think it's in the medical or something, right? From there alone, I know that the patches work for all of us. So glutathione is a master antioxidant. It will detox your body. It will clean all the heavy metals. Any toxin in the body will help you, and it will protect us from any toxins that is out there that's going to, pollute us. It will repair our cell damage caused by stress, pollution, radiation, and infection. All right. Okay, let's see here. So carnosine also was created in 2006. It prevents the DNA damage in our brain. It helps people that have autism, anything to do with brain, improve our athletic performance, prevents any DNA damage, improve our, it will stop the, or reduce the buildup of lactic acid. And the most important thing for carnosine is the cognitive function. The cognitive function in our brain is so important so that my mom is 88 years old. My goodness, she is so sharp. You can talk any investment, any business with her. She still understand. She have her own will. When she start watching her TV, she want to watch Family Feud. She want to watch the Texas Rangers. She have her schedule. Even at her age, she's very sharp. I mean, like unbelievable. Aloysius testified to this because he stayed at my house when he was in America. He talked to my mom each and every day, right? SP6 Complete was created for me because I love food and I love good food. When I travel around the world, I always look for the best restaurant, the best noodle, the best Chinese food. And when I'm using this, it slow down the craving of sugar and carbohydrate. And it is so great to be used for all the women because it will balance your hormones, and especially when you start hitting at the age of menopause age. Eon was created around 2011. It will reduce any stress, and that is why on my pain protocol, I let everybody to start using on the first step right here behind the neck, because not only they're going to reduce the stress, they'll balance the autonomic nervous system and reduce any inflammation and reducing any C-reactive protein. And it's been amazing that David Schmidt actually was doing a research. How long will people will live if they use Eon every day? We do not know. The research is still going on, but having Eon in the body is like you become the queen bee. Queen bee is about 60 to 70 times will have longer life than workers bee. And because of that, mostly are the inflammation that we were able to delete in the body. Okay, we're gonna skip this. All right. So what are stem cells? Oh my goodness. This is our phase 3, ladies and gentlemen. Phase 1 is energy, and it was energy enhancer, ice wave, silent. Those are all the energy sessions. And then phase 2 was aeon, glutathione, and carnosine, which is the anti-aging stage. And then now we are on stage 3, which is the stem cells. Stem cells are the master cells and the building blocks of entire body. It is the master cell of every cell that we have in the body. But as we grow old, unfortunately, the production of stem cells is not there anymore. And I remember, when I was young, I used to be practicing martial arts and so forth. And, when we compete or so, we break our bones, we have pain, got kicked, got punched, and we heal so fast. But now, as we grew old, without the patches, When you fell down alone, it takes you a week, 2 week, 3 week, even a month before it heals. Slow down. Now with stem cells in our body, okay, it will be much faster, like you become young again. I love this. It is their job that repair and renew all of our cells in the body. And think about it, instead of injection that is 70% fail, we have our own DNA from our own body, okay? Stem cells are found throughout the whole body in various tissues and organ. It will replenish the dying cells and regenerate. The key is regeneration. I remember when Brother Rick and I was in Indonesia, usually after the last meeting, we finished like around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Then Brother Aloysius and Rick and I, we were looking for the last meal of the day. We go to some noodle shop and we were eating. But by the time we got to the hotel, I usually work, I still do a lot of stuff, catching up with the whole day work, either the engineering part or the networking part. But remember the first 2 weeks when we used the patches, oh my goodness, I cannot even open my eyes. We got to put what do you call it? A toothpick just to hold it open. It's so sleepy. And at night when we slept, ladies and gentlemen, we slept so deep, even the alarm binging until we didn't even hear. It's crazy. So it's been a blessing for us because we start regenerating right away. And I just feel great. Actually, my body feels strong, feel young again. And I haven't played badminton though since I came back because of the COVID situation. All the gyms are closed, very unfortunate. So I do not know now how well I can play. Guys, just use this product. I cannot say any more than that. Okay. Think about it. One single stem cell can become a muscle, a skin, an organ, a blood, neurons, or replicating any other organs that needs it. You have problem with your eyes, you have problem with your kidney, your liver, whatever organ, it will help you to regenerate it right away. And this thing works very, very fast. It's almost impossible to fail. And it has been proven all over the world, literally all over the world. So it is a stem cell alternative, safer, cheaper. Okay, we love to buy cheap stuff but have amazing result. We don't want to buy cheapo stuff and have a bad result. LifeWave will give you an amazing results that people are waiting for. It's a blessing for us. Okay, so X39 patch is designed to activate a copper peptide known to activate all these side effects of the body, like rapid pain relief. Any kind of pain, it will help. Reduce inflammation as well. Support the wound healing. Give you more energy and vitality. It gives you a mental clarity. Enhance our sport performance. Faster recovery from exercise. Improve skin appearance. I do not plan to get rid of my keloid on my left buttocks. Okay, when I was young, somebody stabbed me. I have a left buttocks on my rear behind. And then one day I was showering, and then when I was showering and cleaning down there, I was like, what happened to my keloid? And I just found out that I have no more keloid on my left buttocks. Clean and nice. I don't have to prove it to you. Just believe me, okay? It's a blessing. It's a blessing for me because all my skin is so nice and clean. There is no more psoriasis. It's a blessings, okay? So this is the time that I usually calling people to come to the front where anybody that have pain, any situation, I can help them and start patching. So right now, what I did is sending the package. It's a little bit hassle, but if it is possible, I like to sit down with them. If they are close enough, I go and see them. Just like Brother Rick. Brother Rick, I think you went to a couple of people and patched them, right?
Yes.
So it is more effective that way, and people can see the results. And usually we sign them up right away because they felt the benefit almost instantaneously. So right now I'm gonna bring Brother Rick. Brother Rick is my best friend. He's a brother in Christ. We've been friends for almost 20 years now, right now, Brother Rick.
Correct. Yeah.
And he's from Italy, so he knows money. So, I want him to talk about the money part, how to get this product for free, how to generate crazy income. Actually, I'm beyond. I used to call it crazy income to Brother Aloysius way back then, but my income now is getting insane. It's not crazy anymore because it doesn't make sense that people make in a year. I do it in a week. Uh, it doesn't make sense anymore. But that is where we are enjoying the benefit of this technology, whether you believe it or not. Whether I really don't care if you're negative, but the proof has been proven. We already prove it. And some of the people who attended this seminar actually making that kind of money too. And you know what I'm talking about. So, Brother Rick, why don't you carry on and share the excitements with all our audience here? Why LifeWave? Go ahead, Brother Rick.
Very well. Thank you, Brother Roy, for having me on the call, and thank you for those kind words. And hello, everybody. I want to invite you all over to hear this incredible marketing plan. Keep an open mind. I believe that LifeWave is an opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, how often in our lifetime, folks, that we have an opportunity like this, that we have so simple, that people want, looking for, and that we could touch people's lives with, and people that we want to help build a business with. So this is the marketing plan. There's 5 ways of entry positions that you can start. The best value, folks, I want to let you know, is the diamond, because you're buying a lot of volume and you're decreasing the price. So you're getting it at a better price and you're getting bigger bonuses. And I'll go through that with you. But wherever you have to start, it's fine, folks. Get in where you fit in. You could always upgrade like the stair step up the ladder. The different packages that we have. 39 packages is for the diamond for $1,600, folks. Where can you start a business, a home-based business, where you have a turnkey operation, where they take care of your all your customers, your people you bring in, your customer service. I mean, we have everything in place, and the product sells itself. You don't have to learn how to put it, acupuncture points. Like Brother Roy learned a lot of stuff from the acupuncture world, but we learned from Brother Roy's pictures. So keep it simple, folks. If you can put a Band-Aid on and you can follow the pictures, the acupuncture points, you can do this business. Okay, so let me show you how we get paid here. There's 5 ways of getting paid. The first one is always going to be network marketing. It's always going to be the retail sales. So when you purchase all that product, like I was talking about, whatever package you pick, you have that product in hand. So that means you could sell it right there on the spot, and they just give you the money because you already bought it for at a discounted price. So you're selling it for retail. You're receiving the difference of profits of the difference of wholesale. So now they can go to your website, www.lifewave.com / for example, Brother Roy's website is called Team Roy, because he believes in teamwork makes the dream work, folks. Yep. Right? 1 times 1 always will equal 1. That's called JOB. This is building a team. This is building an empire around the world, over 100 countries that we're in right now, and sending out products. Now, this is the second way we get paid, folks. This basically is called the fast start bonus. We're getting paid weekly, by the way. If someone comes in your organization, if they want to start at the lowest end, the $125 package, they're going to get 2 envelopes of the classic patches, or they get 1 X39. X39, remember, folks, is equivalent of 2 classic patches, because it does everything more. It took 10 years for David Schmidt to create that product. So we're excited about that. And the best is yet to come. David said, we're going to come out with some more products with with stem cells that David's going to come out. And I believe it's going to be hair growth, I hope, and hair original color. I mean, folks, this is exciting. The future is bright with LifeWave. If they come in at silver, they paid a $300 package. You're going to receive $50 because they purchased it through your website. The entry, and it goes into your organization, and you get paid a $50 fast start bonus paid next week. Gold is $500 they come in at, that package of gold, and you will receive a $100 commission paid next week. Platinum is $1,000 up front, get the products up front. And the $150 is for you for enrolling that person through your website. And if you're a bronze, folks, for example, and someone signs up as a diamond, yes, you get paid $200, but this is where the magic comes in. This is why it's so important to get positioned as a diamond, because if you upgrade all the way to diamond, right, pay the difference in price, you're going to receive $500, folks, for every
Yeah.
diamond for the next 14 weeks. That's exciting. That's why it's so important to be a diamond, because you're really leading by example. Okay, now the third way you get paid is the residual. This is the one that got me excited. The residual income, because folks, my background is financial services, so I understand renewals and real estate and all that stuff, location. But this is when you get in at any level, you're going to build the left team and you're going to build the right team. Just like Roy and I, brother Roy, brother Tito and I, Mitzi, we all started with left leg, right leg. So you don't have to worry about adding these up. All those business volume points, folks, comes through the package that they buy. For example, if they buy the diamond packet, I always emphasize the diamond package because that's a builder business pack. You're going to receive 610 business volume points. So that accumulates. That will turn into cash. That will turn into money. So if the computer sees 330 business volume points on the left, for example, and 660 on the right, with that combination, folks, that has to be that combination. Or, it could be the other way around. It could be 660 on the right and 330 on the left. Whatever it goes, right? Combination, that pays out a $50 commission check. You have $990 total, business volume. That is exciting. Brother Roy got excited. I got excited because we know it's begun and it will get larger. And Mitzi, experiences that, and we all did, because we got signed up. We got started, and Roy maxes out the market plan every week because he's been around the longest. See, folks, you guys can all get and do what Roy and I and all of us did, Mitzi, because we just focus, and we built 2 teams, and then the builds itself. Isn't that wonderful? How often in our lifetime, folks, that we have an opportunity like this, that we could give back to people we love? You can make $25,000 a week. Yes, it's possible. I've gotten close to 20. I got to $20,067 is the highest check, but it's getting exciting because it's growing, because I'm helping more people. Remember, love people, you do very, very, very well. This is a people business. Make no mistake of it. Without people, the product will just sit there on the shelf. The product only activates when it's warm, when there's a warm body that activates the product. So that's the residual side. Now, let me show you a better example on the next page where you can see the whole tree. This is a better example, a better view, bird's eye view. When you get in, the first one's on the left, the second one's on the right. That's called your first generation, right? If you sign up number 3, it falls below number 1, or you can put it below number 2. You decide. See, folks, when you get involved, you don't want to just stop at 2. Brother Roy did not stop at 2. He's actually still recruiting today. Roy is acting like a brand new person. I believe last time I checked yesterday, was it a couple of days ago, he was at 889 personals, right? Personals?
Yeah, right.
Okay, he's going to be hitting 890 very soon, folks. I know he has people in the pipeline, right? Because he believes that 2 is good, but more people is better because you can spill over. But too many people is just right?
Yes.
And thank God I got in 2006 when Roy told me about this great opportunity. I said yes to Roy because I believe in Roy. Everything he touches turns to gold and diamonds. And I signed up as a gold because back then there was only a gold, right, Brother Roy? Now, folks, you guys are blessed because now we have platinum and diamonds. So that's exciting because there's a better opportunity today. And when we got in as a gold, folks, back then it was only 7. Mitzi even talks about there was only 7 sleeves. Now you're getting 11 sleeves for gold. So the opportunity, folks, today is better than Brother Roy and I got involved in Mitzi, because you did not miss nothing but headaches, folks. We are going through growing pains. Now we're in I'm going to show you the momentum in just the next slide, but we're getting paid on 3 generations. Generation 1, we get 25%. Okay, generation 1, 25%, 20, and 20. This is a better example of numbers. This is how we get paid, folks. We get paid 65% total, 25, 20, and 20. First generation, 2 generations, 3rd generation. But look for 5 sharp people that you know. And folks, I promise you, you have them on your phone. You just haven't talked to them yet. If you don't talk to them, somebody else will. I promise you that this opportunity is going downhill with no brakes. If you don't talk to your people, it's going to spread. That good word is going to spread, and someone else will. I know it's sad but true. There's seen it happen so many times in network marketing. I know that person. Well, why didn't you call them? They're underneath someone else's organization, right, folks? So make the biggest list you can, because that will make you rich. And I promise you that. This is a great opportunity of a lifetime. So if you look for 5 of the sharpest people you know that want to build a business, right, not a customer. There's millions and millions of customers, folks. Michael Phelps is a customer. David Beckham's a customer. Serena Williams is a customer. They're not building a business, but we have millions of customers that are just customers. But we're looking for 5 builder business. If it takes you 5 years, is it worth it? You better believe it's worth it. 5 people that you bring in, folks, and they times that by 5, that's now 25 in your second generation. And they bring in their 5, that's 125. Now, if you add it all up, it's 125 people making $1,000 a month, folks. Let's say everyone just makes $1,000 a month. You know that an extra $1,000 a month on top of your job will stop someone in America from going into bankruptcy or getting into a major divorce, right? The number one problem that they talk about in the household is lack of money. So, folks, makes an impact in someone's financial future. So let's say they all do that, right? You're helping 155 people making $1,000 a month. Now we're going to average it out 25, 20, and 20 into 3. Average it out to 3. Let's say it's simple math, 20%. After 5 years of hard work, folks, look at it. Is it worth it? They're making $1,000 a month, and you're going to be making over $31,000 a month. That'll change your life, folks.
Yeah.
That will change your address in any country. And in the Philippines, $1,000 a month is actually a full-time income. In Mexico, it's a full-time income. But look at that. I mean, this company, LifeWave, helps everybody at any level they're at, and the future is bright. The best is yet to come. The second page, the next page is I want to show you, folks, is position yourself, because always position is more important than getting in later. And what I mean about that, if I wasn't smart enough to say yes to Brother Roy in 2006, Indonesia would not be in my group. I would be below Indonesia. That doesn't look like that's not very nice, right? I mean, that because I made the right decision. I decided to join, and I got in, and Roy fixed my frozen shoulder. For 19 years, it went down to level 2, and then in the in 2011, when Eon came out, that's when I went full time. I've been full time. Exactly next month will be 10 years, folks. Exactly 10 years. I've been full time and loving it. But look what happened to me. I have over thousands of people that fell in my group. And if I would have waited later, I would have been at the bottom of those 1,000 people. Now, folks, wouldn't you think now is better than later? Even Elvis Presley said, "It's now or never." I'm not going to sing that because I'm not a singer. But you know that.
We will voice it.
Position yourself, folks. Position. So just like location in real estate now is position. The next slide I want to share with you is very important. Is because of yes. The next slide would be showing the big picture of. Okay.
There we go.
I mean, this is the one that I got excited, folks. I saw this 35 years ago. It's actually close to a Harvard Business School did a study 50 years ago. They studied Amway. They studied Shackley. They studied a lot of companies, folks. They said, why are these average and ordinary people making obscene money? Because they got in at the right time, the timing. Folks, every company starts at ground zero, formulation. LifeWave, started with that one package of energy pack, and then they started coming out with glutathione. Roy got into formulation. I got in around the concentration, right around the concentration. But when a company does $50 million in 1 year, like every network marketing starts, when they do that, folks, and that next window is the next window of momentum. That's the best window to get involved. You're working smarter instead of harder, because it's 5 years of prosperity curve. That's when the company starts to be awareness of, the public starts to be aware of what we have. And that's the best time to get in, folks, because Amway right now is a multi-billion-dollar company, $6 billion. Nu Skin actually produced 500 millionaires. They got it documented. In 4.5 years, they went through that prosperity curve with, twice a day, every day, life pack, galvanic spa. They went through that curve of prosperity, and they produced 500 millionaires, folks. And these people are just average, ordinary people that just got in, got excited, and shared the product. That's what we have here today, folks. LifeWave is X39, and it's going to be phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 is coming out this year, 2021. Folks, get ready. Fasten your seatbelts, get in the boat, put one on the left, one on the right, and start paddling. Build it. When that wave comes, folks, it's not going to be 30-foot wave in Santa Cruz. It's going to be a tsunami. It'll be a 150-foot wave. This will be the biggest network marketing in the world someday. I believe that with all that's in me, folks. That's my opinion. I believe that because we have something unique that nobody has and everyone's looking for, something simplicity. So don't get involved in Amway right now. Nu Skin, Herbalife, Mary Kay, all those juices, Zango, Mango, Tango, Wango, Fango, like Brother Roy said. There's a lot of companies, folks. that got, that caught that prosperity curve. Monavi became a $2 billion company in a short period of time. I think in 3 years or less. And that is all gone. Now it's LifeWave. Position
Yes.
yourself and work with us, Brother Roy and I, and Mitzi and Brother Tito. We will help you grow your business. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. The next slide I want to share with you is very important, is focus, focus, focus on the 5-year plan. Like Brother Roy says, focus, focus, focus. I got involved in 2011, folks. There was no momentum. We had Brother Roy and I, and Roy came to San Jose every week. God bless you, Brother Roy, for driving, flying, everything you did to see us and build us. We worked 7 days a week. We didn't know any better. We just love LifeWave. We sleep, drink, and eat LifeWave. But yes, I made 87,000 my first year, but I only worked, 10 and a half months, right? Because I just got started.
Yeah, right.
End of February. So, folks, the second year I saw things started duplicating where other people are making money. Because the first year I was working hard. I was recruiting like a madman, like Brother Roy was. And then the second year I saw some, explosion, some duplication. The third year was funner because now you're seeing the fruits of your own labor. The fourth year you're working less, you're making more money. But the fifth year, if you do it right, like Brother Roy says, if you do it right and you follow simple instructions, and just remember the wheel's 360 degrees round. You can't get any around it. Just follow simple instructions. You'll be hardly working. You'll be called a high-paid storyteller. You'll be making more money than you ever dreamed of. And right, and it can happen to you, folks. So that's what we have here, folks. Yes, it could happen to you. Yes, it could happen to all of us, because we're in the right place at the right time with the right company right now. Next slide is all about, okay. So get in where you fit in. We're gonna have Brother Tito come up now. I'll pass it over to Brother Roy. But remember, folks, LifeWave is a company with no limits, a company with a true destiny. God bless us all in LifeWave. Thank you, Brother Roy, for having me on the call.
Very good. Thank you, Brother Rick. Wow, amazing. I would like to welcome Brother Tito Nuestro. He's our friend in San Jose. Actually, he accompanied me when I visited my son, I think during Thanksgiving. Yeah, during Thanksgiving, I was in Northern Cal with Brother Rick and Brother Tito. We had our good Chinese food, and we had our good, I think we ate at Lucille or somewhere, Brother Rick, the other day.
Yes.
Yeah. So good hamburger. And Brother Tito is a mechanical engineer who's working together with Brother Rick in San Jose, and they run their own office in San Jose very beautifully. And it's been a blessing for all of us that we have a warrior on the side. Okay, now he also have, I think he can share with you that he even bought his own business for $150,000. That it took him 6 years to break even. And he can share that with you. But let me introduce you to our friend and our brother, Tito Nuestro. Okay, bro, Tito, carry away. Share your testimonial first, I guess.
I know. Well, thank you, Brother Ray, for inviting me to this seminar. I really appreciate it, and of course, it's my pleasure to share what I know about the products and business too. By the way, I'd like to introduce myself again. My name is Tito Nuestro. My background is I'm an engineer, and I used to own a business franchise store around 2000. No, that's 1991. I
Wow.
bought a franchise store. It's been a while. I have that for 18 years, so I know how the traditional business works. Small business, not big business. So the ups and downs about it. And unfortunately, the economy went down. The trend of the business is not there anymore, so I have to shut it down and then go to job. I went to AT&T. Fortunately, I did well there. I became manager after 1 year, and then after that, I want to make more money, so I jumped to a different company again. It's called Comcast. I don't know if you know about it, and it's really that company really I made good, did well, and make really good money, 6-figure income. So happy. Unfortunately, with the COVID, they shut down our department, and so it means I don't have job, right? So good thing having 8 years in the company and good performance, we were given a good severance pay, which is really glad. In fact, the reality is, well, before the COVID, I was already thinking about how can I stop my job? I know I'm making good money, but sometimes money is not the issue anymore. It's like you want to do different, right? Because in my job, if I stop working, zero money. But with my plan B, which is LifeWave, even you stop and you build your business, money comes in every week. That's
Right.
amazing. That's different. So at that one day, it's like I was thinking, man, I have to. When can I stop doing what I'm doing? So blessing disguise came in, unfortunately, and then when I got the news, like I called Brother Rick. Hey, Brother Rick, guess what? I'll be full time with LifeWave. And he was so happy about. He's more excited than me. He's been like, asking when. So I've been with the company for LifeWave for 9 years. I'll be honest with you. But I'm only part time. Sometimes I jump into the meeting if I have time because my work up to 8 o'clock in the evening. It's late. But anyway, I joined. The reason why, let me tell you what happened when I joined. Because 2011, my dad used to live with my house, and he used to, still alive at the time, and he has a chronic arthritis. He's always in pain. I see him limping. Even he takes Tylenol, 1,000 milligrams. It still doesn't help him. Sometimes when you see those kind of situation, your loved ones that you cannot help, sometimes it hurts, right? But there's nothing you can do. But one day, my brother Rick called me, hey, Tito, there's a new technology that will help your dad. So come over here. So what's it all about? Because Rick and I were in the company where we've been with business partners for so many years. We have success, short success. We have failures. It happens. But that days I went to that office, and then he showed me, hey, Tito, these two patches will help your dad. Really? Wait, those two patches? But being an engineer, I'm very skeptical about it. I want to analyze what's inside the patches. No, I can't explain well, but try to your dad. So, so this is ice wave, right? Ice wave for paint. Oh no, yeah, this is ice wave, right? Ice wave. You put the brown where the paint is, and then the white one you put it on the other side. Okay, so I went home. So I asked my dad, "Hey, Dad, uh, where is your paint?" So he pointed for the paint on his knee, right? So I used the brown on the paint, and then I used the white one on the other side. And I said, okay, stand up and start walking. Man, you know what? In five
Wow.
seconds, I saw him walking without pain. It's fun. I keep on following. Are you sure there's no pain? Are you sure? And there's not even. And then I think I asked him 5 times, just to make sure that is really telling me the truth. Man, I was so happy about it because, it's no pain, right? And that's my dad. So I said, I was like, I called Brother Rick. Hey, Brother Rick, is this a business? He said, yes. Okay, sign me in. Because when I saw in my own eyes that these two patches can help my dad, what more can I do to other people, to my friends? I want to share. So when I saw the opportunity, I jumped in right away. But I was not really 100% in the business because I was working, right? But I never quit. I keep my ownership. But that's why it's so important to keep your ownership, because you accumulate the volume on the people ordering underneath you and goes up to you, right? And guess what? After what couple of years, I accumulated 2 million points.
Oh,
Can you imagine having 2 million points? You know how much is that money when you cycle all the time? That's a lot of money, right? So that's what happened to me. That's why sometimes Brother Rick is kind of upset with me whenever I say you seldom see me here, but I'm making money every week without doing anything. But that's the system, right? But not as much as Brother Rick made. So when I saw his check, like crazy money, I said, man, it opened my eyes. I asked myself, what am I doing? What I'm making 15,000 a month on my job, but for Rick it's only a week. It's a big difference, and that's a big difference. I said, what the heck? And plus, you're having fun, and working hard, but I'm not saying job is not bad. It's bad. No, job is good as long as you have a good income in sales, right? So anyway, that's my story. That's why I joined LifeWave. And now I was invited here to share to you about how to handle objection. But before doing that, let me share you one story. What happened to my to my wife. One day, I think that 2016, I saw a big lump on her thigh, on her left thigh. So I said, I saw it before. It's like small, but after a while, I saw it's getting bigger and bigger. And especially if she wore jeans. So I asked her, hey, what is that lump on your left leg? Do you ever check it? Does it hurt you? And she told me like, no, it doesn't hurt me. Why don't you check it out? Because, it's getting bigger. So what happened is she went to Kaiser. I mean, set appointment, took the biopsy on her leg. And 2 weeks after I came home, and then when I opened the door, our room, I saw her sitting on our bed with a paper. I said, what is that paper? That this is the results of my test. What is that? So what's the result? You know what she told me? I had cancer.
Oh.
When I heard the cancer, I was like shocked. When you hear cancer, what do you know? You know the lifespan is not as big anymore. It's getting smaller, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
they call it liposarcoma. It's research that's a rare cancer for women, you know, that it so happened, she got it. But anyway, I've been with the company for 5 years. I'm attending the meeting, presenting meeting. I've seen a lot of testimony about people with cancer, stage 4, they used the patches and, the cancer cells went away. I heard those stories. I saw them in my eyes, but now it's my life now that's involved in the situation. So I said to myself, I told my wife, why don't we try this detox? I'm sure you know about, especially if you're a distributor, you know about detox, right?
Yeah.
So we follow the detox protocol for 2 weeks before our operation. So she's willing to do that. That's good. So she did that every day, and then when when the operation day happened, it took only 30 to 40 minutes operation for her to remove the mass of fat in her legs. And when I saw the doctor, I said, "Oh, Mr. Nuestro, hi. This operation was so successful. Really? Okay. So what's the next? My question was, what's the next step, doc? But maybe you know what I'm talking about. Normally, if you have cancer, when I said next step, could be chemo or radiation. Right? There's a follow-up. You know what the doctor told me? Oh, she doesn't need those treatment. I said, what? I thought it's cancer. Yeah, but we didn't find any cancer on the cell on the fast man. I said, oh my God, really? I feel like something. It's like I know God is good. I pray so hard, but it's amazing. And then, but the doctor told me we'll have to check, the mass of fat that we got. We might want to make sure that there's no cancer cells there. So after 2 weeks, letter came in, and then there's no cancer. How can you
That is
explain?
amazing.
So that's one of my story in my family. That's why I'm so amazed in this product because it happened to my own life, my
Yeah.
family. I have too many stories. I have my dad, even my son who got an accident. Can you believe that? When he slammed his face on the windshield of the car, he was driving a bike. His two front teeth flew.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but the good thing, the fireman was able to retrieve the two teeth. It's still, intact. The roots still
Hmm.
intact. So the fireman said, I don't know what you're gonna do with this teeth, but you can go to the emergency if you want. So I went to Kaiser. Unfortunately, there's no dentist in the Kaiser, so they said I have to go to your dentist. So we went back to the dentist, and then we found one because Kaiser is HMO, right? So we found one, and so happened that okay, see the dentist told me we can try to put it back. I thought they're gonna put some false teeth, right? But they have to put it back. I said, can you put it back? I mean, yeah, we can put it back. So, but it costs you $2,000. I said, that's but the doctor's so nice that she gave me a discount. If you come up with cash, I'll give you 50% discount. Okay, I called my wife to have $1,000 cash. Yes, we do. So he agreed with it. So they did an operation for my son for an hour. They even took a video. I think it was their first time to do that. I can't even mind put it back, this long. So after the operation, The doctor told me, Mr. Nuestro, I'm giving him an oxycodone for pain. And I give you warning tomorrow, don't be surprised, don't be scared because you might not recognize your son. What do you mean, doc? Because remember, we put back those two teeth and he might be swollen, like somebody like punches his face. Makes sense, right? So I went home, my son would start crying. I said, why are you crying? Because dad, you forgot I'm in marching band. And that's his almost graduation time. He's doing the trombone. How can he do the trombone? He started crying. I said, "Oh my god!" So I said, "Don't worry about it. At least you're okay." So we went home, and I remember what the doctor told me. You'll be scared of him. You might not recognize your son. I remember those patches. Oh, okay. Let me try these patches. Let me try ice paper paint, try the Eon, and then try the carnosine. I use those three patches. There's no X39 before. So I use the ice wave, I use the Eon, I mean the Eon the back of the head, and the carnosine on the chest. So let's see if this will work, right? She's my guinea pig. So the following day, I knocked to his door. I said, Andre, how are you doing? When he looked at me, no pain, no swelling at all. Zero.
Wow.
I said, wow. I said, there's no pain. No, there's no pain. Even can you imagine if you have a tooth extraction, normally the following day it's swollen, right? But he doesn't have any swelling. I said, after 3 days, the doctor called me and Mr. Nurse, this is Dr. Singh. How's your son doing? He's still swollen and pain. And then what I told the doctor, doc, he's never swollen and no pain. Really? That's pretty good. So that's one of my story. That's one of my story in my. That's why, for me, if you're skeptical about this technology, hey, the best thing is you can try it. And until now, for the past 9 years, I'm still amazed on our product.
Yeah.
Especially the X39 is so
Yes.
amazing. Okay, that's my story. So that's good enough, right?
Yeah. We're sticking to it.
And
Very
then
good. Yeah.
let me tell you, let me show you about this. Is how to handle objection. Brother asked me, can you do some presentation to help everyone to understand how to handle objection? Of course, yeah. I've been with sales for almost 10 years, so probably I know a little bit how we handle this one.
That's the right person.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So there's a steps to handle objection. Let's talk about it. Number one is listen. I'm pretty sure we are so excited with our patches. Hey, you use the ice wave, the pain will go away, or maybe use the eons. You're so excited, right? But
Uh,
what happens? You're the only one talking. Do you get me? You never ask the question. You never say, "How are you doing? Do you have any health issue, anything?" So what happened is it's only one way communication. So remember, you have to ask question to your prospect and listen to them. Don't ever interrupt them. Just let them talk and ask questions. Let them talk, ask question. Right? That's number one. Listen is number one.
Yep.
Number two is empathize. When I said empathize means you have to feel what they have. When you put your shoes in their shoes, so you can feel, so they can feel that you're with them. You
Hmm.
get me? So it means when they're talking, oh yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah. So try to analyze what is talking, what the person talking, and understand that person. When they knew about that, what will happen? They will start opening up to you. If they are their close guard like this one, they're gonna, you know, be open. Remember, people buy not because they trust you, because they like you. Okay, number three is ask questions. I'm pretty sure some of you that's not scared to ask questions, right? But we have to ask questions. But the question has to be right. Has to be open-ended questions. What do I mean by that? It's not when you ask questions, the answer is yes or no. That's not an open-ended question. The open-ended questions are starting from who, what, where, when, how. Like example, who? I mean, who do you know that we can? Who do you know that do you think that they might need our technology? So it will start communication, right? Or maybe you ask them, what do you think about our technology? So you're building communication, right? And number two, where do you think will the best is the best way for us to go to the meeting? Or when do you think you can join our business, or when do you think you can buy our product? And how can I help you? So those are the questions that you need. It has to be open-ended questions. Don't just like, do you like it? No. So of course, done. You're done because you only ask one question.
Yeah.
So remember that. Number four, let me see. Answer the objections. I don't like MLM. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? Do you have
Hmm.
experienced that? Like, I don't like network marketing. The reason why they say they don't like MLM on network marketing because they experienced before. So now you ask them, so I mean, have you experienced MLM before? Ask that question and let them tell the story. And then you listen to them. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You agree with them. Don't try to argue with them. Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right about it because there's a lot of MLM company, now you see them, now you don't, right? There are a lot of companies like that. They're so excited. After a year, 2 years, they're gone. But in MLM, you have to let them know that a legitimate MLM has an office in the state. The product is unique, like what we have with technology, with patented. So we have all those kinds of products, and with that, it will eliminate their thing that MLM is bad because you're telling the story. Tell your story. If they feel like I don't like MLM, tell your story. What happened to you when let me tell you what happened to me.
There you go.
Example, when we recruit this famous lady, Vietnamese lady, her name is Katie Nguyen. I don't know if you're Vietnamese, she is the MC of Bars by Night. She's very well-known person in Vietnam and here in Vietnamese community. And we invited them to eat lunch, right? The first day I met them, remember, Brother Rick? And Katie told me, Tito, to be honest with you, before we start dinner, I don't like MLM. That's the first thing that she mentioned. I don't want to deal with MLM. So when I heard about it, oh my God. So maybe in your situation, what you're gonna do? You know what I did? I told my story. Every time you have a story, people will listen. As long as legit. If you don't have enough good story, borrow some story from other people you know. But for me, my story is so amazing because it's real. Because when it's real, they can feel it. It's real. That's how I get there.
Huh?
See? So she's against of MLM, but she ended up joining. So, tell
That's
stories
good.
is the key. The next one is isolate the objections. When I said isolate means if they have
你知道
objections, try to do the I don't know if you know pattern interrupt. It means when he's objecting right now, try to change the topic right away. Hey, by the way, I know it's New Year. How's your New Year celebration? Did you go somewhere? Or maybe um, if they're very objective about what's going on, ask about the family. How's your family? So how's your occupation? How's your vacationing? How's how's your financial status? Those four letters, that's form, FORM, I use this all the time because on that form, family, occupation, recreation, and money, you can easily do communication. So the objection will be isolated. Next is, I'm sure after all those objections, you overcome the objection, go for the close. That will be the good next step, right? Close it.
but not the this one.
Yeah, closing is sometimes stuff, but you always ask for the closing. Always be closing. So these are the 5 steps to handle objections. Now the next one is should avoid when handling objection. What do you need to avoid? I'm pretty sure you experience this one. Number 1, don't argue. Sometimes we know a lot of things that you want to defend that, I know better than you. So what happened? You do argue, right? You try, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm right, wrong. So don't ever argue if there's an objection. Just listen to it. from the first one I mentioned. Second is don't pressure. Don't be like hard sell person, like pressuring them to buy, because if you pressure them, your credibility will be there. It's like, oh, this guy is a salesperson. They don't like that. Number three is don't lose your temper. I know some of you, it's Brad, Brother Roy is smiling. Sometimes you encounter some skeptical people like know how. Sometimes you you lose your
Oh
temper,
yeah.
right?
Like, ah!
So don't ever do that. And then the next one is don't keep talking. This is important too. Sometimes we're so excited about technology. Yak, 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 yak. You're the one talking, right? So stop. Ask questions. Let them talk. That's the key in selling. Let them talk, 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 and ask questions. Talk, a question. Don't be just one way, like I. Use the you, because when you use you involve the person in the conversation. You know what I'm talking about, right? So that's
Right.
important. And number five, don't make price the focal point of your sales. This is true because sometimes when you say, "Oh, it's only $1,600 per diamond," you're focused on the price. Don't focus on the price. Focus on the value. Get this diamond's the best value in our packages than anything here because
Very good.
you have better price and better commission, much better commission than other packages. So by giving them the right value, it's like why they need to buy a diamond. That's the best way. If they ask you how much is diamond? Oh, you can afford it. You remember? Let me ask you one question. Because I'm sharing a business here, right? This is average people's business. If I ask a question, how much do you think when you open the store? How much money do you think you invest? Maybe 200,000, right? So, I mean, if you have 200,000 right now, would you like to invest? Of course not, right? But don't you?
Elena Shaw, can you block your voice? Elena Shaw?
Oh, sorry,
Elena?
sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, bro, Tito. Go
That's
ahead.
okay. So when I said diamond, because the best diamond is the best product, right? Can you imagine you don't need to spend $100,000, not even 10,000? It costs you only the product itself is worth $4,000, but you're only buying for only $1,600.
There you
So
go.
now you sell the up, you sell the higher value and it goes down, and for them when they list, oh, it's only 600. Okay, here's my credit card. Let's do it. So there's a way how to maneuver it by just play around with it. I hope you get me right.
Yeah,
So now
that's right.
let's talk about the common objections. I'm sure you know some of this one. Number one is I don't have time. I'm pretty sure you heard about this so many times, right? I don't have time. But in reality, you have 24 hours, I have 24 hours. We have the same time.
Yeah.
Probably they don't have time because they don't know how to prioritize their time. So now the best thing to tackle this one is the form, FORM. Talk about their family, how's your family doing? Everybody's growing up. I mean, your kids, okay. How about your job? I mean, how's your job? Oh yeah, my job is okay, but too many things to do. I mean, always like overtime. Oh, okay. So were you able to do some vacation with your family? No, I don't have time for that because I work hard. So in other words, then you're making good money? Man, it's not really enough. I would like to say I make more money, but it's not enough for my expenses. So now you heard that the situation. So what you gonna do now? So what if I can show you something out of this for you that I can help you to make extra a couple thousand every month on top of your job? Would you willing to listen to me or maybe give me some few minutes of time to share to you? Of course, what they gonna say? Because I don't have time is only an excuse. It's only an
Yeah.
excuse for you not to continue with what you say. But if you stop from there, then of course you lose the customer. Keep on asking questions. That's why asking questions is the most important thing in anything in sales. Discovering questions. Okay. The next one is I don't have money. Oh, this is a lot, right? I don't have money. After your spiel, after your sales speech, your presentation, and then you do the demo, they like it, it helps them, and then when you're trying to ask to sell, they said, I don't have money. So what you gonna do with that? Do you believe that they don't have money? And then when you look at them, they're wearing they're wearing a Rolex watch, they're driving Mercedes Benz, their their purse is a Louis Vuitton bag. I mean, doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
so so people has money. It just a matter of just how you tackle the subject. They only scared because they're scared that if they buy, they might lose it or they might not use it. So those are the things. The next one is attitude. Oh, knows everything, skeptical people. These are mostly our engineers people. Am I right, brother Roy?
You're right, brother. Right on.
Because engineers are skeptical people. They analyze. We analyze things. We don't
Yeah,
just
we
like
do.
argue, and we don't always say yes. We want to check if this is legit. That's how we are, you know. So when you
Building
encounter,
in the blood.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
encounter that kind of situation, what you gonna do? Attitude. Are you gonna argue with them? Are you gonna, no, just ask questions. Okay, this guy's not attitude. Let me just, you know, go down a little bit and ask about, hey, how's everything? Form again, FORM. Use that form again. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
And then tell your story. This is what happened to me. Let me tell you what happened to me. Try it. I promise you, if you try that, let me show let me tell you what happened to me. It works. Okay, tell me what happened to you. You know, with these two patches, do you know this one? I know you know you might ask what's it all about. If you have pain right now, I can get rid of your pain. Oh, really? And then okay, I have back pains. Patch that guy. Oh my God, the pain went away. Now this skepticism will go down now. Oh, wait a minute, works out. So sometimes you don't give up right away. You have to be, because if you are good in the products, if you know you have the big knowledge about our technology, man, they cannot beat you. You'll beat them because you know
Mm-hmm.
what you're talking about. It's so important because in our business we have a lot of patches, right? Try to study what are the benefits of every patches so you can easily explain to them. Because if they ask you questions and then you cannot answer the question and you encounter the skeptic people, what do you think will happen? Okay, bye-bye, right? That's why it's so important, product knowledge. Number
Yeah.
four, don't care and with lazy attitude. So if you have this kind of objections, what you gonna do? For me, if you're gonna ask me, I'll follow the simple step. Remember, in our business, we have SW, SW, SWN. What is that? Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Because they're
Someone is
lazy.
waiting.
Someone's waiting, right? So
Right.
so
Yeah.
we cannot win everyone. If they're lazy, but there's nothing we can do, right? But we can only just share what happened to us. If they listen, that's great. If not, c'est la vie, right?
Shall be. Yeah.
Next, let me think about it. This is the most common thing. After doing the presentation, everything, and then you're excited. This guy, I know this guy is a diamond person. And then when you approach, let's start. Let me think about it. Oh my God. So what are you gonna do with that? When you said, let me think about it. When a person said, let me think about it, number one is the fear. The fear that if they invest $1,600, they might lose the $1,600. They don't know what's in it with them. But why should I buy that? So that's the reason it's not convinced 100%. That's why they want to think about it. And sometimes it's only an excuse for them not to buy it. But
Yeah.
if you want to go around with it, you can do it. You ask them, let me. So based on what you're saying, after all this presentation, you're giving it, and then I use the patch, it works for you. And let me ask you, what are you thinking? How come you cannot decide? Sometimes you have to be strong enough to ask this question. Sometimes we feel like I'm scared to ask that question because I might be rejected. But anyway, you're already rejected. Let me think about it. So just try to tackle with that. Just be natural. Be honest. You don't need to be like a salesperson. Like, hey, you know what? If it is no, just be not. People can sense how good you are. People can sense how that you want to help them. People can sense if you just want to sell them. They know that. I know, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Especially if you buy cars, right? There's a like they how to there's a hustler or there's a person who wants to sell you in good faith, right? So that's the fifth common objection. Number six, I will talk to my wife or husband. How is it that all the time we always hear this situation, this kind of objection?
Brother Tito, let me cut you in. There is a couple of people in the waiting room, or share with, push the host to me again while you're talking. Can you
Oh,
do that real quick?
really?
Yeah.
Hold a second. I have to give a second here. No, I
I'm
can't.
sorry.
I can't.
You can.
I cannot. I have to.
Go to the.
I have to stop the sharing.
Okay then. That's okay. Just finish it then. All right, no problem. I should have asked you before you start.
Qualify prospect. Okay. Okay. I will talk to my wife or husband. So if you encounter this kind of rejection, what you're gonna do? For me, if you talk to the husband and the husband said, I talked to my wife, that's only an excuse. Honestly, if you're only buying like one X39, if I mean, you have to ask your wife to buy worth $150. So what you do is based on when you said you talk to your wife, I understand you want to talk to your wife, right? But of course, in reality, if you let them do that, if they talk to the wife, do you think the wife would say yes? Of course no, because she doesn't know. She doesn't know what the husband talking about. Why you have to buy it? So now the best thing is, Mr. Husband, Mr. Prospect, I know you want to talk to wife, but we have a great program on our company. We have the money back guarantee. Since this will help you and you have this kind of health challenges, we want you to try it. How about this one? Get at least one product. We'll be a customer. We'll give you 90 days. How about 3 months? If it doesn't work for you, get your money back. What do you think they'll say? Okay, let's go ahead. Because you assure them that they're not going to lose their money. So that's a big factor in selling, the assurance. They want to know the assurance that they're not going to lose the money. If you say that, definitely this objection will just go away. If you see this objection, don't give up. Just keep on going, but in a moderate way. You try to go around with it. Okay, now as I mentioned, you have to qualify your prospects. This is so important because in our business, let's face it, any business you have to spend money, right? Anything that you want, you have to spend money. Nothing is free, unless you want to give away free patches like Brother Ray doing. Brother Ray doing. Everybody cannot afford that. You cannot duplicate that, right? So it's important to qualify prospects. Number one, these are the 4 questions for qualifying. Number one, does the prospect needs what you are selling? Do they really need it? Number 2, can the prospect use what you are selling? Can they use it? If they can use, that's great. Number 3, can the prospect afford the products? So this is the most important thing, afford the products. Some people, they want to, but they cannot afford it. But in reality, they can afford it if they really want to. Now, I give example. If I want to sell my Rolex watch for $100, if whoever the first one who's going to give me $100 right now, I'm going to give my Rolex watch. What do you think?
Right here.
They're going to
Okay,
go, huh?
I'm selling it to you. I'm selling $100 now.
Yeah. So what you going to do? They're going to, oh my God, you're going to call somebody, hey, do you have $100? You see? So if you really want it, you're going to produce the money. There's no such thing, I can't afford it. because our product is not really expensive, to be honest with you. Number 4, does the prospect wants the product? So these are the 4 qualifying questions you have to ask if you try to recruit somebody or try to sell something. Does he needs it? Does the prospect needs to use it? Afford or wants? Those are the 4. And remember, people don't buy something for what it is, they buy for what it does. And more specifically, what it will do for them. So in other words, what's in it for me? That's always the time, put your shoes in their shoes. What you're gonna do if you do the same approach to that person? If you were able to face in the mirror and you sell yourself, talk to yourself in the mirror, if the way you talk and you convince yourself, it means you're a good seller. That's the way how you do it. Try it. Try tomorrow, tonight, or later. Go in front of your mirror and do your spiel, and see if you can convince yourself to buy.
Okay, Rick, you do it tonight, Rick.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Be the first one.
So now, of course, I want to share something here about the different kind of closing, because sometimes we're almost there, but sometimes we cannot close it, right? So there are some different kind of closing sale here. Number 1, assumption close. What is that? Give you example. I can say this always be closing. Example. Okay, great, Mr. Prospect. Let's go and put your information in our system. So in other words, you are assuming the sale already because you're gathering all the information from him and let's put it in the system. That's assumption close. All right. Number 2, alternative close. Give them an option. Okay. Give example. Okay, Mr. Customer, would you prefer diamond or platinum? So they have to choose one, right? Either one, they have to pick one. So you give 2 alternative, alternative close. That's very important. Don't just ask, so you like diamond? No. Ask, where do you think you stop? Do you think you want to do gold or diamond? So in other words, they're going to tell you one answer. Then you still got them, right? That's one of the technique too. Number 3, return of service close. What does it mean? Give example. Oh, the customer say, isn't it there's a gold package? Right? And then your answer will be, oh, would you like to get the gold package instead of diamond? So in other words, you're already closing them, right?
Yeah.
So if you say yes, no. I mean, if you said, would you like to get, okay, yeah, I get, okay, here's my credit card. Right? Number 4, the no rush close. Oh, don't be hard. Don't worry, but bait them. Bait them. This is how you do it. Oh, Mr. Custom, there's no rush, Mr. Prospect, but there are a few people who wants to join and I would like to position you above them so you can get the business volume. How about that? Because if you join later on, those people joining today, you're going to be underneath them instead of you under, they're under you.
Right.
So
Very smart.
What do you think the customer, the prospect will do? Oh, oh, really? I mean, thinking about it, if that person is a superstar, so let's say 100,000 points, instead of going to you, then you'll be underneath 100,000. So what do you think your prospect will do? You know what? Here's my credit card. Sign me up.
There we go.
So those are the different closing that, for now, but of course, probably next time I want to share the technique how to close, because I think that's the best thing, right? So for now, that's my spiel, Brother Roy. I hope
very good.
they learned something, or if you have any questions.
Yeah, I'm learning. Very good, Brother Tito. All right, very good. Thank you, Brother Tito. Amazing.
Great job.
Well, everybody, I hope you're learning and listening to what Brother Tito is saying. It's so amazing. He's been in sales for so long. He's the top sales at Comcast. So I really asked the right person how to put these things together. Thank you for sharing it with us, Brother Tito. Really appreciate that. I know Donna is learning a lot from this.
Oh, yeah.
And many others. So any other questions? Any questions out there? Any questions? Come on. Don't be shy. There are no stupid questions. Now is the time to ask. Nancy, do you have any questions? Oh, somebody just texted. Okay, let me read the text here. Hold
Say thank you.
on. Oh, Tito, you're the best. Hold on. Thank you,
You're
Tito. A
welcome.
great lesson. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What kind of meat costs the? Okay, let me answer this. What kind of meat costs a high uric acid? Is chicken breast.
Yep.
I'll send you the picture
Yeah.
later. Okay, I mean the video. Very good information, Bro Roy. Last time I asked about tinnitus.
I have a question.
There you go.
I have a question that I know a lot of people get. So
Okay.
Tito may share what he does. It's actually for your downline when they are wary about starting the auto ship. Objections on getting on auto ship.
Okay. Do you want me to answer the question?
Yes, please,
Yes.
just share or
So
read.
the ownership, remember when you jump into our business, you are if you get involved with salt as a distributor, you are in business. So in any business, there's an overhead, right? Because treatise is a business. Treatise is not a hobby, because we're showing you a big business here. I mean, where can you see somebody making 30,000 a week, 20,000 a week? Do you think it's not a good big business? That's big business. I mean, I remember when I put in $150,000 on my Postal Annex way back then, it took me 6 years to get my money back. Think about 6 years working hard just to get my money back. And my overhead was 7,000 every single month. I have to make the kind of money to pay my 7,000. Now you're in the business of LifeWave. You invested diamond or whatever, right? And the only requirement here is to be auto ship. What does it mean? It means you have to be active by ordering at least 1 or 3 products every single month. So it's not an expense. And the good thing about it is since you're in the business, that monthly auto ship you will have will be your business expense. So in other
Mm-hmm.
words, end of the year, you get your money back. And on top of that, you can use the product, you can sell the product. So there's nothing to worry about auto ship. Plus, in order to save the points, because the points is so important. That's where you accumulate
Oh,
your points and have your cycle bonus, your residual income. If you don't
Yes.
have auto ship, you're gonna lose the points. I have a friend, he has 125 points. I keep on telling him, hey, do an auto ship, because if you forget to order this one, you're gonna lose all the 150,000 points. Guess what? That happened. You know what he told me? I'm gonna order it, don't worry. Guess what happened? He lost his 150,000 points. He
Oh my
was
God.
upset. I said, look,
oh yeah,
you're
oh
in the
yeah.
business, you don't want because in any business, you have to spend money. Where
Yeah.
can you see a business that you put money and you don't want to spend money? There's no such thing like that. We have people, there's some people, my friend, spent $10 million to open a big building in different country. And you know what's the return investment? 10 years. Can you imagine $10 million and she has to wait 10 years in order to get the money back?
Hmm.
And what we're talking about here is $1,600 worth of product, and plus the auto ship's only like not even $200 a month. I mean, you have to think differently. The mindset should be in a business mindset, not a
Yeah.
job mindset. That's the most important thing. Change the way how you ship the way you think. This is business. Business up and down, right? If you don't work, no pay. In job, you don't work, they pay you. That's not the way it is. That's the difference in our business.
Yeah.
Just
Thank
what
you,
I wanted
Bertito.
to hear from the right person. Thank you, thank
Woo,
you.
good
You're
job.
welcome.
I have a
Yeah.
couple
Yeah.
more, but I give you guys a chance to ask questions, please. This is the time.
That's right.
I know I get a lot of calls, somebody crying because, they're going to quit because their uncle said no.
Don't
Um,
let somebody tell you what for your future. Do it
so, yeah,
yourself.
that's actually a recent one. Oh, the 3 people that tried the product don't want to order again, so I'm not going to do it anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, Tito. What would you say to someone like that?
Can you repeat again?
I'm not gonna continue with a LifeWave business because the 3 people that ordered last month don't want to order anymore.
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, let me ask you one question. So in other words, you want to give up because of the 3 person.
because they didn't want to order anymore, then I'm not doing the business.
So that's fine. Let's find another person to be in the business, because this is an ongoing business. It's not like when you recruit somebody, you stop. Keep on continuing, keep on moving. Don't give up. I'll help you, because that's fine. There are some people like that. They feel like it doesn't work for them. It's okay, because it's like a medicine. When the doctor gives you medicine, it doesn't mean it work for you, right? You have to give an med. But this one is patches. If they use it properly, it always works. But probably, nobody teach them how to do the patches properly. That's the reason why they want to not to continue, because they're not using it. That's one of the reason why people want to not to order, because they're not getting the benefit of using the patches.
Yeah.
That's the reason why.
What if they say, I don't know a lot of people though?
Oh, I mean, who's the guy that joined you? Okay,
Oh,
if you know the guy, okay, let's talk about
it's a
him.
hypothetical scenario, Tito.
Okay, so if ever no, I'm saying if you mentioned that what you can do is find the person who's ordering the product continuously, doing the business, and dig to his network. You go to the person who's working, who's active recruiting. You dig to his network. That's how you build your business. It's not like wide, because some of us sometimes we want to recruit like wide. Sometimes too many people that wide, it's hard for you to help them. But if you help few people to be successful, and then when it starts running by themselves, then you build another one. You concentrate on people who are willing to work right now, and that's you're gonna grow. Because when you show them how to be successful, you'll be successful, of course, right? And then of course they're gonna follow your footstep.
We thank you, brother Tito.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother Rick.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
have a great day in Malaysia, Indonesia, and out there in the east. And have a good night for all of us.